At first, she thought the Scot had decided to take dinner in his room, but she finally caught sight of him in conversation with her grandparents. "If you'll excuse me, I think I'll go over and pay my respects to Grandpapa and Grandmamma," she interrupted at the first pause in the conversation, only to fight an unseemly giggle at the 4 incredulous looks she received in return. Keeping to the edge of the room to avoid being waylaid by other family members, she quickly reached her destination. "Have you brought any of that baggage with you?" her grandmother was asking Dougal. "I must admit I did become rather partial to boiled baggage while I was in Scotland. Very tasty with a bit of turnip." "Hello, Grandmamma," Rosie hastily interjected, before the old Scot had the opportunity to think up a scathing retort. "I think you might be referring to haggis." "Oh, I can't remember having any of that," Agnes returned with a frown, as Roseannah dutifully kissed her plump cheek. "If I were you, I'd stop right there," her grandfather muttered to Rosie. "Believe me, girl, you'll tie yourself in knots if you continue that conversation." Rosie nodded in relief. "How is your toe, Mr. Galbraith?" she asked instead.
"I think, in the circumstances, you better call me Dougal," he answered. "I think since I fell out a tree practically onto your head, we're well past all the niceties, and my toe is still attached to my foot. Thank you for asking."
Rosie laughed. Truly, the man was incorrigible. "Have you spoken to Uncle Nicholas since we returned this afternoon?" she asked her grandfather, wondering if he'd been informed of the latest disastrous developments.
"The Duke asked me to enlighten him,"
Dougal responded. At Rosie's sceptical look, he chortled and added,
"Aye, it took me by surprise and all. I were looking for the flying pigs over his head."